What's up, all me Ewokshibles, droids, and monkeys? It's Anna, also known as Star Wars Girl, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing a review of She-Hulk Episode 3. But before I get into that, my channel is Hardcore Shadow Banned here on YouTube, so guys, every single like, share, comment really helps out my channel fighting the pesky YouTube algorithms. They, don't like it when you have opinions and express those opinions that go against what they want you to hear and to think, hence my shadow ban. And guys, if you haven't already, please take a minute and smash the subscribe button or ring the bell for notifications. Make sure that that bell is set to all, that you actually get notifications when I post videos and live streams. And with that being said, let's get on to the topic. All right, everyone, let's get into this episode. Now, I have covered this a bit here on my channel already. All of the She-Hulk videos that I have done are linked down below in the description of this video, as well as there is a playlist here on my channel if you guys want to see my She-Hulk coverage. Now, I am a huge She-Hulk fan. I've read the comics, unlike the people that are writing this show. So if anyone has wondered why I've been covering this topic so extensively, it's the same reason I covered Star Wars so extensively. It's because I know these characters and this universe, and it's absolutely infuriating to see people that don't know anything about them make a show and try to market it to the audience as, oh, you have to enjoy this. This is, what these characters are. This is the universe. And it's like, no, you clearly do not understand. And, that's what happens when you have people that are writing things that literally haven't read the source material, they just haven't done any kind of research. They just have lists of names and they vaguely know, oh, this person can turn into a superhero. So in this episode, a few things happen. One, she represents Abomination, for his appeal so he can get parole. Two, she does the twerk thing, which is the end of the episode. This is the infamous twerking episode, if you guys didn't know that already. And three, she has to go and testify for her former co-worker, the douchebag guy. So let's start by talking about the Abomination. So, oh, by the way, guys, spoilers. I didn't say that earlier. It'll be in the description somewhere. So one of the things about Jen is that her focus as a lawyer is criminal law. When you are a criminal lawyer, at least I would think that somebody that has to deal with criminals on a daily basis as part of their job would know that, oh, I don't know, criminals fucking lie. Like all the time. They're extremely manipulative because they want to get whatever it is that they want, and they don't care about, they don't care about the consequences of their actions. Really, it's just all about them and getting what they want, and they don't usually they don't care who they hurt in the process of getting what they want. And remember that's her job, is she's a criminal lawyer. She deals with criminals as her fucking job. But she just goes up and sees Abomination, literally takes everything that he says, to heart. She's like, oh yeah, this guy, there's no way he could possibly be lying to me in any way, right? No, absolutely not. She literally believes every fucking word that comes out of this guy's mouth. Take in mind, she was a total bitch to her cousin, Bruce. She's a total bitch to her former old co-worker, the douchebag guy, which I get it. He's a douchebag, but it's almost like satirical. Here's the thing, these people that are writing the show are trying to make it a sitcom funny. So, but even the way that they're representing this old, I cannot remember the guy's name, he's got some weird last name too, but the way that they're representing her old co-worker, the douchebag guy, it's almost like an exaggeration of a cartoon. Like, you guys remember Looney Tunes, like how that stuff is like over exaggerated? It's literally like Looney Tunes on crack, the way that they're trying to portray this guy as the biggest douchebag in the world. And she's a total bitch to him, even though this guy has literally never committed a crime that we know of. She's a total bitch to her cousin Bruce. And it's like, okay, so you're a total bitch to people in real life that aren't criminals, but the dude that is a criminal that's literally murdered people, that tried to murder your cousin, you just take everything that he says, like he's not lying to you, like he's not trying to manipulate you because he wants to get out of prison. And it's kind of mind-blowing how easily manipulated this woman is. And it's like, this is not Jen. This is not Jen at all. It's absolutely infuriating. But so one of the things that she found out in the last episode was that even though she decided to represent him, is that he, I guess, snuck out of jail at one time and was involved in underground criminal superhero fighting. And he's like, oh no, it wasn't my, I got you know, kind of taken by Wong. You remember Doctor Strange? Remember that? Oh yeah, Wong. Yeah, he took me out of here and he made me fight. And then, you know, I voluntarily came back here. And she's like, okay, let's get a hold of Wong. So she has her assistant best friend try to get in contact with him. And instead of, you know, just calling up Bruce, or I don't know, hitting up any of the Avengers, or, you know, because you know she would have access to them. And that's an ongoing joke in this episode. It's like, oh, why aren't you an Avenger? And it's like, well, yeah, how come none of the Avengers or none of the superheroes or S.H.I.E.L.D., how come no one has contacted her in any way, shape, or form? We haven't seen any government officials come up and like talk to her. The only person that came up and talked to her after she became a superhero really were like random people at the bar, and then the dude that hired her to be a criminal lawyer. Don't you think the government would be like, oh shit, there's this chick that, you know, is a potential threat? Because remember how batshit crazy her cousin was when he became Hulk? Oh, this chick is literally his cousin and now she's got the powers too. Wouldn't you expect the government to get involved? Heck, they wanted all of the Avengers to sign like the not the Accords thing, but the thingy where the whole plot of Civil War. Sorry, I'm getting like meh right now because I'm so stupid. Why, like, they really want this, and this is something that the people that have been writing this show stress. We want it to be like real life, like a real life sitcom. Okay, so if you want it to be like real life, because like doing laundry and stuff, don't you realize that in real life, if somebody made headline news because they just got superhero powers, and not just superhero powers, a fucking Hulk. I mean, you already have Abomination in prison. Bruce used to be, you know, a wanted criminal. And don't you think someone with that amount of power, the government would be at her fucking doorstep in a heartbeat because they want to assess if she's a threat or not, and to get her involved in some way, shape, or form in their orders of operations? Because I don't know, they just lost Iron Man. I don't know what the fuck Thor's doing right now. How many times has the world been under siege? It's like, give me a break. And one of the things with She-Hulk is that she is involved with the mutants, and so I mean they had freaking laws about, you know, if you're a mutant you have to register and all of that stuff, which is a whole plot line of the X-Men. But it's like, you do realize the universe that you're in, she would have been approached immediately, not just by some dude that wants to hire her to be, you know, a figurehead of the superhero division of their law firm. So it's like there's absolutely no logic. But so on to this trial. So she's got to go find Wong instead of just hitting up Bruce and be like, yo, Wong, or, you know, I don't know, posting on any social media or anything like, hey, can I get a hold of Wong? Or, you know, calling up the base that he has in New York. Her secretary, lady, law, I don't know, best friend person is paralegal. That was the word I was looking for. She's like, oh, he says that it's a librarian sometimes, so I sent him a sexy picture of me with books. And it's like, okay, so you're hoeing yourself out to get someone? That's a great example for little girls, considering they're like, oh, this is like empowering for women. It's like, oh, so that's your idea of empowerment. All right, so Jen is a fucking idiot and her paralegal doesn't mind, you know, throwing the thirst trap out there. It's like, all right, that's great. Absolutely great standards to, you know, teach to little girls. Great job, show. But so at this trial, or Wong, he's like, yeah, I did it. I needed to like do these tasks and I needed him to do this and to fight for me. And then he went back to prison. So yeah, I'll totally show up to the hearing. So she's having the hearing. And one of the things that they actually did do that was funny was Abomination is in his little cell. And behind like glass, there's all of his soulmates. So he has 8 soulmates, which are a bunch of like old ladies in like the cult, like midsummer, like white dresses with the, like the wreaths and whatnot. And so that part was funny. I was like, all right, of course, because that's a thing with serial killers, right? Even in real life, you know, you got Manson, the Night Stalker dude whose name I'm blanking on right now. Even he had like a bunch, he got married in prison. I'm like, this dude murdered people. He was doing terrible fucking things, but women still fall in love with him. It's so weird. Even Ted Bundy had like groupies. So that part was funny. I was like, okay, that was the funniest thing in this episode, was his life partners and his soulmates. So there's 8 of his soulmates, and then she's representing him and, you know, having, which another thing is she's representing him as Jen in Jen's form. The whole thing about her being hired by this company was she had to work as She-Hulk. But you know what? That doesn't matter. Having your main character not be the version of the main character that they are supposed to be during pivotal scenes that are going to have serious repercussions later on in the MCU. Oh, it's totally fine not to, you know, have the budget there. You know, how about we spend the millions of dollars on animating her as She-Hulk later on in a after credits scene where she's twerking. That's where we're going to put our money. Or that's what they decided, is we're not going to have her as She-Hulk when she's representing Abomination and, you know, getting him out of fucking prison. No, that she's there. No, let's have her as Jen. Let's have her as Jen. Even though that's not the way that She-Hulk works, she would have 100% showed up as She-Hulk. She-Hulk, the thing about Jen loves being She-Hulk. She loves it. She loves the way it makes her feel. It turns her from, you know, the shy, kind of demure, you know, very intelligent woman, but when she becomes She-Hulk, she becomes strong, she becomes sexy, vivacious, you know, outgoing, like everything that she's ever wanted, she becomes when she's She-Hulk. She loves being She-Hulk. She goes to court and represents people as She-Hulk. So not having her as She-Hulk and having her as Jen, like, it's almost like the She-Hulk aspect of her is an inconvenience. I'm like, you guys seriously don't know anything about this character. And it's literally because they don't have the budget for it. And one of the jokes that she makes is that, oh yeah, there's gonna be a lot of cameos, but it's still my show. Remember, guys, it's still my show. And it's like, well, you know what? It's actually not. Because if it was your show, you would actually be the character and you actually would be She-Hulk. But they're saving money and not having her be She-Hulk and, you know, and they don't want to pay CG artists, they don't want to pay animators and all of that and all the special effects to make her She-Hulk, because they have to pay all of these, you know, bigger high profile actors to come in and, you know, get people to watch the show. So instead of having your main fucking character be the main fucking character and be the character that, you know, you want us to believe that she is, instead you have her, She-Hulk's an inconvenience unless she needs to twerk in front of Megan Thee Stallion. And so she basically, for Abomination, she's like, oh yeah, as long as he doesn't turn into Abomination and he has to wear the inhibitor that Bruce had in the first episode, and so he can go live on his farm with his 8 soulmates who are going to pay for everything. And that's the joke. And so he gets out. And so the other thing that happens is her old coworker, douchebag guy, he needs legal representation because he got, you know, he's a shape-shifting elf from that's in Asgard. She tricked him into giving her over $175,000 because she shapeshift into Megan Thee Stallion, and he believed he was dating Megan Thee Stallion, and he bought a bunch of shit for her. So he needs representation because he wants to sue her for damages. And so one of the other guys at the law firm is going to represent him, and he gets Jen to come in and be the witness. And basically she goes and says, yes, this guy's a fucking idiot and he's so full of himself that he would believe that he's dating the real Megan Thee Stallion and not a shape-shifting Asgardian elf. And it's like, again, she's like the most smug bitch when she does it. She's not even nice about it. It's like, even if this person was, you know, a big douchebag to you, well, one, you're a lawyer and you used to work with this guy at a law firm. Wouldn't you demand some level of respect? And wouldn't you, as a woman who claims to have self-respect, wouldn't you, you know, do something about that when that was all going on and not allow a man like that to speak to you in that way? And again, by the way, during this, she's doing it as Jen, not as She-Hulk, which is literally what her boss told her, you know, is the opposite. He's like, if you were working for me, you have to be She-Hulk or you don't have a job. So, but every time she's doing her job, unless she's actually in the office, she's not She-Hulk. Because remember, they have to save money. Oh, the one thing I did forget is that when she's in the prison, she's not allowed to be in the She-Hulk form, but it's literally part of her job to be She-Hulk. So before people, like, you know, get on my ass for that, that's why she was hired. You know, and so when it has to do with the trial, they should have actually addressed that in some way, shape, or form, which they didn't. It's just originally when she was going to the prison, they told her that you cannot be in Hulk form. But if she's representing him and the law firm literally specifically says you have to be She-Hulk in order to work here, in order to have a job, because this is a big, high-profile case, and that's one of the things that her boss literally said. He's like, this is the first case you are taking on, and you have to do it as She-Hulk. That's literally why she got hired. So this high profile case that she's doing it as Jen. And they should have addressed that in some way, that, oh, it's a conflict of interest. She can't be She-Hulk in the prison, but that's literally why she's hired. There should have been some kind of conversation about that to address it. And I wanted to make that point. I know I'm on to the next topic, but I did want to make that point. That's something that's very important that they should have showed us, and they didn't, which is kind of bullshit in my opinion. But so she goes and she basically testifies that this guy's a douche, and so he wins his case. The elf lady has to pay him $175,000. But for some reason, Megan Thee Stallion is at the trial. And here's the thing, guys. Like I said in my video when they announced that she was going to be a cameo, I still don't know who this woman is. Everyone that commented on that video was like, oh, Anna, she was in WAP. She was in WAP. I'm like, you guys really think I watched that? Like, the only time I ever listened to that song was when it was like the Ben Shapiro remix version where he's like reading it. And because of that, I think it came up in like my suggested, but I don't listen to that shit. I'm sorry. It's going to get me a lot of heat. I think I have pretty good taste in music, and the WAP thing is not on my list as good music. So anyone getting on my case about that, I'm sorry. I don't like listening to shit. And I shouldn't apologize for that. I don't like listening to shit. And if you are offended by that, then I don't know what to tell you. Maybe get some better taste in music. That to me is not music. So everyone getting mad that I don't know who that is, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. But even she was in the courtroom, and she doesn't have any lines really in this, but she's like there clapping. And when they like talked about her, they had to give like a little intro of who she was. And I'm like, if you said Harrison Ford, you wouldn't have to give an intro to who Harrison Ford is. Yeah, if you say Clint Eastwood, you wouldn't have to give an explanation to who Clint Eastwood is. Celine Dion, you wouldn't have to. Faith Hill, you wouldn't have to. Taylor Swift, you would not have to give a little, oh, this celebrity, oh, you mean they won this many awards and da-da-da-da-da-da. No, because the second you hear their name, people know exactly who you're talking about. Like, I mean, I'm not a big Taylor Swift fan, but if you say Taylor Swift, literally everyone, I feel like everyone in America and the rest of the world probably knows who Taylor Swift is. You don't have to give a little backstory, but they did for this chick, which I was like, I didn't know that about her. So I was like, all right, well, I didn't even know it was her when I saw her on the screen. They had to say that it was her. And I was like, oh, okay. And then the end episode, or the end clip when they're twerking, like She-Hulk literally is like, I would kill for you, Megan Thee Stallion. I was like, why would you say that? You're a fucking lawyer. Like, first off, you're not only are you're a lawyer, now she's in the She-Hulk form. You are a superhero, and making a declaration in front of a bunch of other fucking lawyers and a celebrity that you would kill for her. You do realize if anything happened, you're going to be held accountable for that. Like what if, like, going out of the building, like some fan like comes and like rushes her, and you like push him and he falls and like gets a head injury, and then they find out that you said that you would kill for her, then they can sue you and put you behind bars for the rest of your life. So it's like, I'm not even a lawyer and I know that shit. So it's so stupid. And that's basically the episode. It's just a bunch of inconsistencies, moronic plot points, and it's not even funny. That's the thing. They keep making it, oh, it's a sitcom, it's a sitcom, it's a sitcom. It's like, but sitcoms are funny. I mean, the good ones are funny, and, you know, usually if they're bad, they don't get another season. They usually, you know, nip it in the bud. But because this is Marvel and Disney and they have all this money behind them, which is like, where the fuck is all this money going? Because I don't know where the hell they're spending it in this episode, except, you know, to spend millions of dollars to make She-Hulk twerk. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It was terrible. It is so fucking bad. It's painful to watch at this point, because I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you want female empowerment, it's there. You want, you know, people to look at this, you know, strong female character, it's there. It's literally there. Just pick up a fucking comic book and read it. Just fucking read it, and you will be able to see how good of a show that you can do. You want to do a sitcom that's funny? Okay, go watch Frasier. Go take some notes. I use this example a lot. So if you haven't seen Frasier, it's a great show. Frasier is a very respected psychiatrist. He's a radio psychiatrist. His brother Niles is also a psychiatrist too. They're very refined. They're extremely intelligent. And they get into shit. They get into trouble because even though you have these extremely dignified, respectable, intelligent men, life still, you know, gets crazy for them. And so it's funny. It is so funny when you see people like that, and you know, they make fools of themselves. They're human too. And if they literally just followed the formula that they did with Frasier on She-Hulk, this could be a really, really successful show. But instead they're like, no, it's like AI writing it. It's like, no, this is what we think people like. These are the talking points that we need to address. Men are bad unless they're criminals. For some reason, we like the criminals and we believe them at everything that they say. But the men that aren't criminals, they're the embodiment of all evil. They're putting the woman down and all of that. They're misogynistic assholes. It's not funny. It's not written well. It's not intelligent in any way, shape, or form. If anything, it's showing just how stupid all of these characters are, except for the villains. The villains are the only intelligent ones because Abomination, he's able to manipulate the entire situation and get exactly what he wants. So it's really fucking bad. It's so bad. And there's going to be another one in a few days. Yay! But anyways, everyone, I'm done talking about this for right now. Let me know what you think about all of this down in the comment section. Well, if you liked this video, please smash the like button. If you didn't, that's okay too. Thank you so much for watching this far through. I really do appreciate each and every single one of you and helping my channel out. It really does mean the world to me. And it does suck, the situation that we're all in with this. And it's like, they literally had a gold mine and they threw it out. Doesn't make any sense to me. I'm exhausted. But anyways, everyone, if you guys haven't yet, maybe take a minute, smash the subscribe button, or ring the bell for notifications. Make sure that that bell is set to all. That way you guys actually get notifications when I post videos and live streams. And if you guys have been subscribed for a while and you're not getting notifications, make sure that you're still subscribed, because YouTube is unsubscribing people every single day. It sucks. And the only way to fight it is to, you know, check and, you know, make sure that YouTube isn't screwing you over and all that. But anyways, everyone, I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And may the force be with you, because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you so much again for supporting my channel and my content. And if you guys would like to support me further, my cosplay calendar, my gamer edition cosplay calendar, is live still now on Indiegogo for a limited time only. We were very, very successful in the campaign, and we are currently in demand. In demand is only going to be up for a limited time only, so be sure to go check it out before we take this down. And guys, once again, thank you so much for this. If you guys want to go and back this campaign, the link is down below in the description of this video, and make sure that you guys check it regularly, because I do add updates on there and more photos are coming soon. So thank you guys. Also, guys, I do have two different Instagram accounts. I have one where I post my artwork, where I do painting streams over on my art channel, and then I re-upload them onto my art Instagram as little time lapses. So if you are interested in art and my painting process, that's the place to go. The link is in the description of this video, as well as my main Star Wars Girl Instagram. And on here I post a lot of my cosplays that were not seen on the actual campaign page. So go check them out if you guys haven't already, and give me a follow. And last but not least, guys, I have a Twitch that I am trying to go. I am at 5.7K followers right now, and I'm trying to get to 10,000 by the end of the year. So if you guys haven't gone and followed me over on Twitch, go and do so now. The link is in the description of this video. I play a lot of games on here like Elden Ring and KOTOR, so go check it out if you haven't already. And that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.